Hi, I'm Tad the Diet Coach, and a lot of people know who I am, but for those of you who don't know who I am, I'll give you a little bit of background on me. So I have been in bodybuilding industry for almost 33 years. I've been a bodybuilder for that length of time as well. I've competed successfully at all different levels, at the regional level, at the national level, of course, and won a national title, and in just about every weight division for bodybuilding. I was a lightweight, I was a middleweight, I was a light heavyweight, and I was a heavyweight before they even have super heavyweights. And that got me involved in really my passion for bodybuilding. And I started at the tender age of 15, and really from there my passion grew and grew and grew. I knew I wanted to make it part of my life. I really didn't at the time. This is in the 80s. I really didn't know that there was a vocation for this. But as we go along, I think I really wanted to really make it my life. And so I was very fortunate enough to have that kind of vision for myself and to really move through my life in a successful way to be able to make this into a career for myself. And I did that by being one of the first online coach offering services online in the 90s. Over the web, and it was really fantastic for me. Nobody else was doing it at the time, and so I decided that to increase my geographical reach instead of just being local, because at the time I owned a gym in the Bay Area, and I was also training lots of people and working with lots of people, and helping people get ready for contests as well as myself. And so that's how I really sort of got involved in doing all the coaching and doing the bodybuilding and the coaching and everything. And that was a wonderful experience, and it's continued to yield wonderful results for me in my life, and my passion and my excitement for what I do today has grown, as well as the opportunities and things that I do. So once I decided to retire about 2 years ago, from competitive bodybuilding, I still continue to bodybuild today. I have a structured diet, and I work out practically daily. I still have the same kind of lifestyle that I once had as a competitor, as an athlete. But as a coach, I still maintain that because I really believe in the lifestyle, and I also have not just a passion for it, but I love it. I actually wake up and I love getting up and doing my morning process and going to the gym and working out and having the whole process of the lifestyle that bodybuilding offers. And so it has fueled my life. And then I started for the last couple years been judging, and I've been judging. I've judged at a national level, but I've also now judged at a professional level at the IFBB Pro shows, and it's been a wonderful gift to be able to share and contribute some of my knowledge as well as my opinions, and help shape the landscape of bodybuilding and the sport that we all love so much today. And so today, that's where my life exists today, as predominantly a nutrition coach, a diet coach, a prep coach, and as well as I coach as well on mindset and on what I call joy and success coaching, how to put your mind in the right space to be able to conquer and have a successful diet and be happy through the process. And so and this organically sprung up through a lot of my own ideas, my own spiritual ideas, my own ideas about success, and how people can achieve a happy, joyful mindset through a very complicated and sometimes difficult process of dieting and changing your body, especially when it comes to competition, because it can be so stressful on the body. So flashing back and forward a little bit, Aaron Stingerman and I have been friends for many years, and he really started out with me really working with him as a competitor, and I met him through friends in the industry, of course, and we were both doing some work with RX Muscle. He was very influential in helping me come into RX Muscle and doing some things with them, some interviews and video work, as well as play-by-plays, and then of course my relationship with Dave Palumbo expanded as well. And so, but Aaron was a big part of that, had a lot of faith in me and believed in me, and I've always appreciated that. So today, anything that Aaron does, I absolutely support because I trust him 100%. He's always been a man of his word for me, and for me, the moral fiber and character of a person is so important, because I know when it comes to success that the people that we surround ourselves with organically really aid and help move us in the directions that we want to be. So I always support Aaron, and he's always shown himself to be the kind of leader and the kind of person that I like to do business with, and I like to have in my friendship circles. And so when he he came to me and told me about Redcon 1, and that I had an opportunity to be able to help people in the at Redcon 1 and the customers of Redcon 1, and to be able to contribute and help add value to the company, I said absolutely. Even before I even knew all the details, because again, it's really about, for me, it's always about the person, and all the details may change from time to time, but it's really about the person, the people that you surround yourself with, and the energy that you have with it. So as a diet coach, which is what I'm mainly known as, I was one, as I said earlier, I was one of the first, I was actually the first diet coach, prep coach online, offering services online in the 90s. My moniker sort of originated from the lack of people's ability to pronounce my name, because it's kind of a long name. My full name is Tadayoshi Inoue. And unfortunately, that's not a very common name, so all the people that I knew, the people that knew me in the gym and who knew me around in the industry, so to speak, always knew me as Tad the Diet Guy, but it didn't sound right. So we thought, I actually had a client who was a marketing person for Entertainment Tonight when that show was around, and she came up with the name. She came up with the name Tad the Diet Coach. She said, "Well, what do you do?" I said, "Well, I'm really a diet coach." And so, "What about Tad the Diet Coach?" And so it kind of stuck. And so I've used that since, and so that's kind of what I've used, because it's easy for people to remember. And so from that, the kind of athletes and kind of coaches I've worked with, from all different levels of competitive levels, from amateurs to professionals in all different divisions: bikini, figure, physique, now classic physique, which is really big, as well as bodybuilding, of course, and men and women's as well. So the breadth of scale is pretty large, as well as, and I've also focused quite a bit of energy in my coaching on normal people who aren't necessarily getting on stage, but really kind of want to look like it, or they have some particular issues, some metabolic issues, or dietary issues, or body issues, or disease states, because I am trained to do a lot of that dietetically, to be able to work with people who are vegans or diabetics or have particular conditions. And so, and that was important to me, to be able to add value to all sectors of people's life, of people in this life, so that way I can have a bit more to draw from. And it was also exciting to me. It's always been exciting to me to be able to affect change and to be able to help people really, really realize a more complete version of themselves that they're happy with. And so I've integrated that into my coaching. Usually I work with on the order of 200 people, easily 200 people a year, coaching them through contest prep and through normal life, and having them conquer their body issues and conquer their body composition in ways that they want. And so now in the future, I really want to continue to do all these things. It's so exciting to me still, even today, after almost 30 years of actually being a coach and 33 years of being a bodybuilder. I'm still very excited and so happy to do it.